Neria Battle Pass skin, who saw it coming? Friend features for Strife Battlefield, what's going on? Hey, now in this video we're going over the patch notes for the game Kinggodcastle 4.3.1 and Neria, the Queen of Condemnation. This skin is pretty sick. Now the color palette, okay, the effect is 10 out of freaking 10, bro. The effect is 10 out of 10. Look, boom. Look at that effect. Okay, the effect is 10 out of 10. Her color palette might be a little uninspiring. I'm not gonna lie, but I see why they chose this brown color, because if they did this black color, it would be way too similar to their Red Moon Festival kind of line. So I kind of get it. I wish there was kind of more gold. I don't know. A little uninspiring color palette, but the effects are 10 out of 10. It is pretty sick. It is pretty sick. I like it. Neria. Now, I wasn't expecting Neria, guys. Now, like, just some history. You know, they kind of went through like the oldest hero to, you know, upwards to the newer ones, right? And all the old, quote unquote, old heroes. I mean, old heroes to me, have already gotten battle pass skins, and then the next one would, like, if they were gonna follow this order, it'd be like Tayson or Gidnil, and now they're actually kind of going out of order now. So who knows who's going to be the next one, right? The next one I'm going to imagine is going to be Tayson. Tayson is kind of like the next one, and then like Gidnil and stuff. Like Neria is kind of around that release, but it is definitely not the one that was on my prediction, and that is crazy. I do like it. I do like it. It's a little, there's like a little bit of like, you know, Leica in there too. I think it's the brown, man. I don't know how I feel about the color palette, but the effect is 10 out of 10, dude. 10 out of 10. Definitely one of the best range carries in the game. Right now, range carries aren't that great in the meta with what is available. So Neria is definitely the go-to. Winter Festival is going on right now. A bunch of ice stuff because of December coming up. And we have a balance adjustment, boys. Bommy, man, my boy Bommy. They are, okay, so they're touching like the potentials of a lot of these heroes. So Bommy, you kind of, it pretty much is the splash damage. So there's splash damage on his auto attack, and then there's splash damage on his ability, right? So now they are basically condensing that into this, and then now there is a spell power scaling damage on it, which is very nice, because before, spell power, if you get spell power on Bommy, it doesn't do anything. All it does is increase his spell duration. And now, if you know, usually you use Lunaire, right? So now if you use Lunaire or put spell power on him, you get more damage, right? So which is very nice to see. So Bommy is basically a hero designed with the intention of having high attack speed for his skills instead of being his attack speed as spell power. However, as a number of attack speed elements that can be acquired through many factors other than skills such as artifacts and territories gradually increase, the utility of Bommy is decreased. And quarterly, we reduce the performance gap of Bommy by merging his abilities to this one, right? And additionally providing a new level 8 ability that provides additional spell power damage to the rain of bombs attack. This is a buff. I do like it. He is just more damage, more solid, you know what I'm saying? I think he's going to be a little bit more bursty, but will this put him in like S tier? I don't think so. It's because there are a lot of reasons, and it's because nowadays in the current state of the game, there are so much crap that can just jump into the back line and kill you. Like in the past, it was way harder to do that, by the way. Way harder to do that, and in order for you to do that, you needed like TP scroll, right? And nowadays everything can just, like, you know, hey, I'm just gonna run in the back line and kill you, right? So that is why a lot of range heroes are not incredibly great. Neria is kind of like one of the exceptions because she has invisibility and things like that. But yeah, Rosette, she is having, I guess, a buff. Let's see. So the level 8, they're changing it completely. So this should say minus 10%. So she has this thing where the target that she's attacking, they'll have reduced damage based on Rosette's target, right? So Rosette is a hero designed with the concept of showing maximum performance against a single powerful enemy, and skills that increase damage in proportion to maximum health, and characteristics that reduce damage inflicted by dedicated enemies. However, the level 8 attribute does not work on boss monsters that are not. Yes. Yes. And amount of additional damage given to according to the attack target's health is also not enough to fulfill its role, so she's not performing as intended. Accordingly, a new level 8 attribute has been provided that causes normal attacks to deal damage proportional to the target's maximum health. This is like, I don't know how I feel about this. A fake buff, a fake buff maybe. Like, I mean, she's used in towers. Okay, she does like they say, like they're trying to double up on her identity, and it's like one-on-one she's great, right? And she's using towers, right? And I mean, she uses it, like a lot of that is like based on her skill, which is based on, you know, spell power, right? And this is basically on autos. So I don't know, like 5% of the maximum target. If you're like smacking like a raid boss, that's a lot, but it's capped with 250% of attack of Rosette's, right? So I don't know. I think this doesn't really do too much, to be honest. Fake buff is what I'm gonna say, but I mean, is it better than this? I actually prefer this. To be completely fair, I prefer this because she's usually not used as like a main damage dealer. Definitely not autos, and I don't know. We'll have to see, but I'm gonna jot it down as maybe a fake buff. Rhyme. There's this thing that they introduced a while ago. I believe Zalbai was the first one, where the cast speed of a hero is affected by attack speed, right? So they are applying it to Rai here. So the more attack speed that she has, her casting animations will be faster, right? Following adjustment of the value of artifacts that have triggers upon unit death in the previous season, the utility of Rai using this also decreased to compensate. Her attack speed involved with performance with using her ability, I believe, has been improved. Also a skill casting. So great buff. Did she need it? I really don't think so, but yeah, I mean, that's nice. I would like to see some nerfs in here, but I guess, you know, they didn't. It is interesting to see that they only touch these three. Maybe in the future they'll touch more. They do have their hands full with Strife right now. The Summoning Blessing here, Draco Neria. If you care about that, this is the noob trap. Don't do it. I recommend not, but there it is. And then a new skin, Ophelia. That is definitely a choice, but the skin is nice. Let's see, it's blue. It's a nice skin. Ophelia is a nice model, but unfortunately she is not great herself. I'm assuming there isn't chroma. Usually they state chroma. It does not say chroma. There's no chromas. Additional stabilization for Strife Battlefield. Man, I've been loving Strife Battlefield. It definitely has some problems. It is definitely better now. So let's see. Significantly reduce the phenomenon. Okay. Optimization, synchronization. A bug where Kierdan hero often stops. Yes. It should be live now. By the way, if you're playing right now, as the recording of this video, not when it's published, by the time this video published, the Kierdan thing might be fixed, but right now it is still broken, but we'll have to see. But please fix this. Kierdan is definitely going to be a pick. Definitely mine. A phenomenon in which items are duplicated. Cool. Some of the update concepts have been corrected as soon as possible through several app uploads since last week. Currently, the development team has been running Strife Battlefield for about 2 weeks, and we believe it is now much more stable than it was in the beginning. Yes. Definitely way better right now. Over the next month of season 36, which is the current one, we'll be monitoring the beta season, which has become much more stabilized, and will determine if we start the first official season in season 37. So a month from now, the next season, maybe depending on, you know, the performance of Strife Battlefield in this season, we might see season 1 official Strife Battlefield, and that is going to be exciting. I'm definitely going to be climbing while developing further modifications and additional features such as balancing and friend features. What the heck is friend features? Like, Now, so the balancing, I'm assuming this is like Strife Battlefield balancing, and I'm assuming they might apply something to Strife Battlefield like how they did Arena. You know how like in Arena they have like the Arena buff, right? And I'm not talking about the Grand Arena, the thing where like it's less CC times and all that stuff. They might be applying that to Strife to balance it, and they might apply something similar to a Grand Arena buff to Strife to kind of balance out the heroes if something is being used a lot. And please nerf Goblin Lord strategy, please. You guys know what I'm talking about. Goblin Lord strat right now is, I mean, it is kind of broken. I'm not gonna lie, they need to freaking nerf it. But it's a little broken. Friend features, I am very curious, are we gonna have a full-fledged friend list? And like, what is this friend feature? Friend feature, I'm interested. Let me know. We will, yeah. Okay, and then currently several bugs, including the Condemnation bug, has been fixed in this version, etc., etc. By the time this video uploads, I imagine this Condemnation bug will be fixed, and hopefully he is moving and not standing still, dying. A bunch of bug fixes, minor changes. They just shadow dropped this in 2 new chromas for Alberon, Zhaoyun, Draco, Bargy, Mara, Hanzi. Yes, and then now to celebrate the 3rd anniversary of the last season, starting this season, you can purchase 3 King God Pass skins from the event store as opposed to 2. So now you have 3 returning ones, I'm assuming, for the foreseeable future. That is great. Winter Festival, let's go through this real quick. Yep, Tia, all the skins are on my channel playlist. I have all of them uploading, and then all the new ones that are released will be uploaded as well. And these are all the skins that you can get returning. And then this is the schedule, same stuff, nothing's changed. If you are interested, tower stuff, solo raid rotation if you're interested, alliance raid rotation if you're interested, and then we have the Grand Arena above, courage and south. That is very interesting. I need to remind myself who are the courage heroes. I believe like Joel is a courage hero, right? And then I think Mel is, and Joel is reigning right now. Joel is on the rise, but when Kirdan gets fixed, I believe you're gonna see a lot less of Joel for sure. But we're gonna have to see, man. We're gonna have to see. I'm not climbing Arena right now because I imagine a lot of people are going to be busy with Strife. And that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Strife Battlefield. What do you think of this skin? The balance changes. This skin is nice. I'll rate it. Okay, now that I look at the splash art, the key art is pretty freaking nice. I do like it. A lot of, like, you know, like Souls, Bloodborne, you know, this is the Bloodborne character, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me know in the comments below. What do you think about this skin? As always, thumbs if you like it, subs if you love it, and I'll see you next one, boys. Later.